Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of All Things D. My name is Dorcas, and today we're going to be talking about the mindset of a high performance networker. I'm going to start with the first point, which I call quality conversation. The goal of high performance networking is mutual benefit. A friend told me about love at first sight. But there are people that you meet and you do business at first sight because you had quality conversations with them, and having quality conversation goes to brings us to the next point, which is you have to be well read. Having value at many fronts in spite of your area of specialization is an added advantage. You don't want to be the person who is called a doctor or who is called a lawyer, but you have no idea about any other thing else. Skill and expertise are the things that you can leverage on, but it is also important that you know about other things, and having that mindset that you need to learn more, you need to know more. It makes you more relevant to the person you're speaking to. It is extremely important that you're well read. Know something about sport, know something about fashion, know something about technology. God knows I searched the web on several topics that are not related to real estate, that are not related to poetry, that are not related to just literature or fashion. I'm always learning about something different. I'm learning about feminine archetypes. I'm learning about, I don't know, I love this guy, Jordan Peterson. I think that's his name. I'm always looking for what to learn in a good way, in a good way, right? Because when you speak to people, you always have something to say. You always know something about something, even though you're not an expert at everything. So engage your expertise, but also know things other than your expertise. The third point is conversion. Have a clear concept of profit. Set your value proposition right. When you relate with people, you want to make them offers that they cannot refuse. So the goal of high performance networking is you're not just engaging, having quality conversations. You're not just well read, but you're able to convert that communication into profit for yourself and for the person you're speaking to. Okay, mutual profit, mutual benefits. It's the goal of high performance networking. It's not codependency, it is interdependency. You have to have that in mind, that you too have something you want from each other, and you need to have a plan on how to get what you want from the other person, business wise now. Okay, don't get me wrong. All right, so the goal of conversion is indispensability. You want to be able to make an offer to that person where you're the only one they have in mind when they think about that deal. People bring all sorts of deals, but you have to find a way on how you can be that one person. You have to find a way to set yourself apart and be indispensable at that current moment in time, because time may pass and you may not be as relevant when it comes to other aspects of that deal, and they may get someone else. But at that point in time, you are what they need. You are what they need. So when you bring that relevance that gives you access to that person, the next point takes us to the next point, the inner circle base. I love this point because once you can engage one person valuably, you can get into that person's inner circle. But the only way you can do that is if you're extremely valuable to the person you met, the first person you met, who may be the key to his circle, or who may be just, I don't know. But because of how relevant you are to that person, she is able to bring you to his or her inner circle. And then there's something called customer advocacy. You don't need to talk to 10 people. One person is the one preaching the gospel of Dorcas to every other person. that is your goal for high performance. Go to a crowd, go to a space. I believe in depth, not width, when it comes to relationships. And in as much as I'm networking, I still follow that principle of digging deep when I have certain relationships in my life, rather than spreading so far, go so wide that you really don't have any depth with any of the people you call friends or have engaged with in your life. The inner circle bit is you being relevant to the point where the person you spoke to connects you to his or her inner circle. And it is extremely important because it makes you a voice in that circle. It sounds so good, and there's something called the hero page. I don't know what other words to use for that page. The hero vibe. Let's leave it at that, right? So you speak to this one person and he sees that you're bringing so much value to the table. He wants to be the one to go to his friends and say, oh, this is a deal I have for you guys. You guys would really, really love it. Why not key into this? At the end of the day, he is to thank. His friends all thank him for, oh, thank you for bringing this guy to us. We really have made a lot of money. We have cashed out. We have cashed out on this deal and all that. The hero instinct is something you can also bring to conversations when you speak to people. You've succeeded in convincing the person. That inner circle bit is where you tell the person, do you know how thankful your friends, your family would be if I were to bring the same deal to them and you were the one that, connected us together? That hero vibe really, really gets the people. Trust me, it does. It has worked several times for me. Anyways, having that bit, it goes a long way. But of course, at the end of the day, God is the one that blesses our hard work, right? God is the one that showers us blessings and all that, but we still have to work hard, right? So the fifth point is closure and follow-up. Whenever you start a conversation with someone in a social circle, you want to get to a point where you have done justice to the conversation. You don't want to leave it halfway and just, would catch up. No, you don't know that person from anywhere. You need to follow through to the point where he's like, let's exchange contact. Or why don't we meet in my office at this time next week? Like that sense of urgency, because you did a good job communicating, you did a good job negotiating, which are contents of networking. That's another video. Which are contents of networking. You engaged valuably and you negotiated, you made them an offer they could not refuse. You need closure. So make sure you have closure. Make sure you're able to set a meeting. Make sure you're able to connect with them on social media platforms, and make sure you're able to have a follow through of conversations you've had with them. It is extremely important. Extremely important. See me smiling at you because I know how much I've made from that, right? It is extremely important. Nurture your relationships, calls, text messages, attend their events, see how you can be of relevance even when they have things planned out. So you're always just in your space. Your energy is caught at every 6 hours. In every 6 hours, there's just dockers hanging around somewhere, even though not physically, but your call is there. You're not bombarding the person. You don't want to do that. Your call is there. You attend their events. You see how you can be of relevance to what their plans are. You are an asset. An asset always has access. Asset always has access. Nobody turns down a good thing, right? And the last point I want to talk about is social grace and cultural intelligence. Oh my God. I love this. We network, we find ourselves in certain ecosystems. Knowledge on how to navigate in such ecosystems is extremely important. That is what births social grace, and cultural intelligence is a tool to social grace. When you see a woman walk through a crowd, she's greeting, she's waving, she's saying hi, she's doing this. She knows how to relate with everybody that comes across to her. First of all, it's because she knows the people she's dealing with. Secondly, she knows how to engage with them. She understands their communication style and she's bringing it just the way they like it. When it comes to networking, everything may not be what you want or how you are. Sometimes you have to bend to the whims of people. You have to, if someone likes being greeted in traditional language, do that. You're not losing your authenticity, but you're flexible, right? You're flexible. The art of communication, the science of communication, it's not a one size fits for every person that you engage with. Else you will never make progress. You need to understand where you're at. You need to understand that this person likes this, and then you do that. So you can connect with people. The goal of networking is to connect with people, not to connect with yourself. Right? So be flexible, but have a plan. Oh, when I go out, I want to do this. These are my goals. This space, I know the kind of people that are coming. This is my plan. But when you get there, learn how to be flexible. Learn how to be flexible. I think that is about it. I think that is about it. I don't know, this camera, am I staring at the right place? Like, I've practiced this 1,000 times. Dorcas, we're getting better, right? So, these are the mindsets. This is the mindset a high performance networker must have. It's a rule, it's not a law. So know which applies to you and go ahead and execute. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for staying till the end of this video. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm sorry, I'm really just so happy being in this space. Like, I love the lighting. I love the fact that it's a private office. It's not a, what do you call it, a co-working space. Like, I just have my privacy, which is food for me. Like, I eat privacy, Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.